What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Rich. Another year brings another MacBook, and this time we are in season 4 of the M Silicon chips. There's a reason why the MacBook Airs are the best-selling laptops in their lineup, so much so that I was featured on the official Apple's YouTube channel a few years back.
Super fast! That M1 chip in the MacBook is able to power through so many tasks with no sweat.
And that's because I don't think you'll find a better laptop when it comes to its design, performance, convenience, and overall sheer value for money that you get with this in the long term. They built something that just feels so solid in the hand, is high quality enough for a lot of people's use cases out there, whether you're a full-time student, entrepreneur, content creator, artist, or just to name a few. There's something for everybody here. And if you head over to Apple's website right now, you can actually grab the new MacBook Air for under $1,000 US, and that's already cheaper than last year's M3 model, which started at $100 higher. And get this, Apple doubled the RAM from 8 gigs to 16 gigs. So not only are you paying less, you're getting double the memory right off the bat, which is a huge win for all of us if you do something even slightly demanding. But honestly, I found the real sweet spot here is if you choose a 512 gig model for $200 more, you're not just getting the double of storage, you're also getting a bump in 2 more GPU cores. So that's extra graphics performance for free, essentially. Plus they throw in a 70-watt USB-C power adapter, which charges the MacBook way faster. All that bundled in for around $1,200 US. I think that's a pretty good deal. But yeah, I want to talk about the design real quick. Let's just jump right into it. They kept the same chassis as the M2 and the M3 before. This is a 13-inch model. It's sleek, it's thin, and it continues to impress. One of my favorite aspects of the Air is still its weight, which comes in at around 2.7 pounds or 1.24 kilograms and only measures 0.44 inches thick. And this makes it incredibly portable, whether I'm carrying it around the house, slipping it into my backpack, or even holding it mid-air while working. I've seen a couple of people do this and they're just kind of like walking around sometimes. It's like typing away or doing whatever. It's just so light, so nice, right? Oh, it's a really slept on aspect of the MacBook Air, I think. I just wanted to emphasize it more, as well as being a fanless device, making it completely silent. When I'm working late at night, I'm surprised on how silent the room can get, especially compared to other laptops out there that constantly hum or buzz from their fans. You just don't realize how peaceful it can be until you actually use it. So just take my word from it. Sometimes I really like the MacBook Airs over the Pros because of just how quiet it is. That's really it. But moving on to the display, it's basically the same as what we got in the M2, M3. The usual 2560 by 1664p resolution. Apple hasn't updated the anti-reflective coating on this year's either. It still looks good though, don't get me wrong, but it's not on the same level as the nano texture glass you get with the M4 MacBook Pros. That said, whether you're chilling by a coffee shop, window, working outside, or anything like that, it holds up pretty well against glare. Now, brightness tops out at 500 nits, not the brightest on the market, but honestly, it's more than enough for most situations. And the only thing that might throw some people off is that we're still locked at 60 Hertz. So yeah, coming from something like an iPhone 15 Pro Max with ProMotion display or any laptops like Samsung with a high refresh rate, this can feel a little bit choppy. But hey, I think the trade-off is a slightly better battery life, so it depends on kind of what you value more. The standout feature for the M4 MacBook Air this year is the support for 2 external monitors in addition to the laptop's own built-in display, making that technically 3 in total. Last year's M3 could have only done this if the MacBook lid was closed, so you would only have 2 monitors on there. And this limitation stems from M3's chip hardware design, which you could read up more about. But hey, we have it now, we can do it. And also, there's a new colorway. This one is the sky blue, which I'm sure you've seen by now. You know, some people may say it's not blue enough. I personally think that this is a nice hint of blue. It's subtle and will fit into professional settings pretty well. If it was any more bluer than this, it might look a little funny, but it's definitely giving me the rose gold M1 MacBook Air vibes here, like, you know, the pink MacBook. I actually have it right here. This is it. Let's have them like side by side with each other. Like, I actually kind of miss this colorway. Should bring it back. Anyways, the sky blue M4 Air is definitely going to stand out from not only MacBooks, but even other Windows laptops out there, I think. We also get a solid upgrade with a new 12 megapixel center stage camera that follows you, kind of similar to Windows Studio Effects, as it automatically keeps you in frame as you move. And this is perfect for FaceTime with friends or jumping into a big meeting. Plus, it now supports desk view, so you can show both of yourself and a top-down shot of your desk at the same time. This is great for demoing projects, unboxings, or sharing your latest DIY setups, and for the most part it works well. In order to get what you want in frame, you'll have to move the MacBook Air a little far away from you, about a foot away or so. You can show what you want on screen. It kind of distorts the video a little bit, but I guess it works. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, the M4 chip. So it's packing a 10-core CPU and an 8-core GPU for the base model, making it seriously powerful. I think it's more than enough for 90% of everyday users. Apps open almost instantaneously, as I would expect. Even for me, I tested it with DaVinci Resolve Studio 19 for video editing. Rarely did I ever see those loading beach balls. Render times for a simple 15-minute 4K video I edited was around 3.5 minutes or so. This was actually a breakdancing performance that my friends and I did over the weekend, which is super dope. Oh, and I also made like a TikTok last week where I opened over like 300 apps on the MacBook Air all at once using a script I made through Automator. It was pretty cool. Go check it out. I wanted to just run this MacBook to the ground. It handled it pretty well. And for you tech nerds out there, let's get to the benchmarks. Geekbench scores on here comes in at a whopping 3,688, which is a 17% increase in single core benchmarks over the M3, and 14,742, making a 22% increase with all the cores combined from last year's. Apple says the M4 is nearly twice as fast as the original M1 MacBook Air, which I'm still using 5 years later. But personally, I'm just really excited to see the 16GB RAM starting spec bump, finally putting an end to the old 8GB standard on here. Modern apps are just gonna run so much smoother. Developers will have more breathing room, and we won't have to shell out like an extra $200 to just upgrade our memory. It's a huge boost that a lot of us have been waiting, and I haven't felt like the MacBooks have got this much of an upgrade since like the M1s. And while we're still on performance, let's just talk about gaming real quick. Yes, I know it's not meant for it, but in my last video, I made one on here. It was just a video concept of me trying it out to see what's up. I played games like War Thunder and Minecraft, which ran around like a solid 30 to 40 frames per second. You know, it's pretty good. To even GTA 5, which ran really smooth, and Cyberpunk 2077. It held up pretty well. Just go watch this video after this and let me know what you think. And as far as the battery life, now Apple's always been claiming that the MacBook Airs can get up to 18 hours of battery life on here, full video playback, which I thought was always a heavy statement. Still though, the MacBook Airs have always been really good on battery life. My M1 MacBook Air here is holding up 5 years later, 2-day battery life still. Now I did run my own battery life test having this laptop stay on for 4K video playback and have them die after closer to 15.5 hours with brightness turned on to around 70%. Hey, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. This took a lot of effort and work. I was definitely committed to testing this out, but battery life did deliver, just not up to 18 hours. It's gonna last you 2 to 3 days even if you use it for light usage, and it's great nonetheless. So what do I think about the M4 MacBook Air? It's never been a better time to buy it now, in my opinion. I like its fast performance, the 16 gigs of RAM starting, long battery life, superb display quality. I also appreciate the new 12 megapixel camera, and the sky blue colorway, it's growing on me a little bit. And with the sticker price that's $100 less than the M3 MacBook Air, this laptop is almost a little bit too good to be true. That said, if you do own the M3, you don't really need to upgrade since it's still a brilliant machine that can do basically anything that you want it to do, including all the same Apple Intelligence features. If you have an M2, you know, it could be worth a jump. And if you have an M1, definitely worth a shot. You know, you'll see the differences between the last 5 years. I'll probably just stay with mine, to be honest, though, because I don't really need it that much in my opinion. But yeah, tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. What do you think about this year's M4 MacBook Air? Get the comment section cooking. I want to hear your thoughts. It's like already May. We're almost like halfway through 2025 already. Yeah, I feel like time is going fast. Any of you guys think that time is getting faster as we get older? But yeah, anyways, I'm just rambling. Anyways, that's all I got for today's video, guys. If you liked it, hit that like and subscribe button for your boy. Until then, it's Rich Me, signing off.